Well, beauty, welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls PvP. Today it is time to reveal one of my favorite builds of all time, so to say. So this is a build that I'm definitely gonna keep using for, I don't know, fight clubs, maybe battle of the build, battle of the uploads, and whatever. That kind of stuff. This is the Wh0re, originally created by, I think, Mayhem, Dark Project Mayhem. Not sure if it, maybe it was Wh0re, but I think it was Mayhem. As far as I know, it was Mayhem. So this build is my own variation of the Wh0re, so this is not exactly what Mayhem is using most of the time, but I think he recently did a video of his Wh0re and it's different. So this is my Wh0re that I came up with after doing a little bit of trial and error, a little bit of testing. This is what I came up with. This is the first version. Later on I will be switching the armor a little bit around, because of a certain somebody who doesn't like me using this armor combination. What this build is, basically a zero poise build, where right now it's not zero poise because I have the Lord's Blade Waistcloth, but later on it's gonna be completely zero poise. And this build has a catalyst, a talisman, and the pyromancy flame, and the moonlight greatsword. This is basically a completely offensive build, because it has absolutely no defense, it has no poise. The only kind of defense or defensive ability you could say is the ninja flips. That's certainly not something I don't want to miss on a zero poise build. So yeah, we're just going through some random fights here in the Berg. There are no setup matches on this video, I think. And yeah, like I said, the idea for this build came by Mayhem. I'm pretty sure it was Mayhem who made this build originally. And I decided to come with my own variation of the Wh0re. So here it is. It's basically a 40-40 build on intelligence and faith. Has some good vitality and very little in endurance. You see that HP bar is really short. Not the HP, but the stamina bar. It's really short. And if you pay attention, you will see that I don't have the Dust Crown yet. Later on I will be using it, so make no mistake, this build is extremely powerful, although it may look rather weak on first sight, but there's just so much stuff you can do. And as long as you keep an eye out for your stamina, because it is very little stamina. And actually, I think Emit Force just reflected his arrow that he shot at me. I'm not sure though, but I think the timing, at least the timing looked like it. So yeah, this build is really fun to use. It's awesome. It has pretty much everything. You have some walks for really fast damage. It has a powerful sword that can stun lock pretty good. If you end up not getting hit by something for whatever reason, you can try to combo people, but it's not really gonna work. The ninja flips, the iframes will get you through most tricky situations. The Moonlight Greatsword, of course, has those special attacks. And there you see it again. He's shooting an arrow at me, but I don't take any damage. The arrow is still stuck to my character, but I don't know what exactly it is. So at least I didn't take any damage, so I don't really know how that works with emit force. And basically this build is just one of my favorites. Like I said before, I'm gonna stick to this build, and it can use so many different things. You saw me bringing the toxic mist or the poison mist in. Now I'm shooting some soul arrows and some dark fog soul arrows, not soul arrows, soul spear into Moonlight Greatsword, and casting another walk. Let him come close and walk. There we go. It's just so much stuff that unless your opponent is extremely experienced in PvP and maybe knows the build and pays a lot of attention to what you hold in your hands, this build can catch most people off guard so many times, and pretty much the only downside to this build is the lack of poise and defense. The amount of HP is pretty decent. You have pyromancy, you have sorcery, you have miracles, you can counter with whatever you want. I think I have 6 or 7 attunement slots on this build. It is, I think, in this footage soul level 125. If you pay really close attention, you can see that my stamina bar is a little bit longer than before. That's because in the Berg it was soul level 119. But I decided to get a little bit more stamina and still be in summon range, or let's say in PvP range. And yeah, I think I've said it multiple times before that I'm totally not one to use magic, but this build is just so much fun to play, and I can only recommend you guys to try it out if you want something different. The only downside is you can only have one weapon, because the or well, at least you don't have a lot of weapon burden. Because the thing is, I think I have like 22 or 23 in endurance, so that's nothing. And there you see, the lack of poise just ruined the kill, so to say, because that soul spear would have killed him. And yeah, I can hardly stress how much I love this build. Actually, it's just fun. You're gonna see this build more often, I can promise that already. Also, this video will be a little bit shorter because the invasions recently are just weird. You see me in the township, by the way. This is something new, I think, except for my Alyssial Abyss lore-related invasions video, where I had that Dark Magic Abyss Greatsword. But I only went to this place because I thought it would fit with the lore aspect. And I seriously got no invasions in the Berg. It was depressing. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the community is really slowly dying out on Xbox. I think it has a lot to do with the hackers. I mean, you meet so many people having those modded equipment, and I can imagine some people getting frustrated by that and just say, okay man, just gonna stop playing now, wait for Dark Souls 2 maybe. And you see I'm launching one attack after another, given the poison mist into the soul spear, hit him with the Moonlight Greatsword, follow up with a walk. Oh, and actually this is a good example right here how to fight the magic or rapiers are awesome against the magic Wh0re. And spears. Those are the two weapons that are gonna be my bane, you could say, when I'm using this build. And I think I'm losing this fight, and this guy was sending me a message afterwards. And he was like, dude, that's an awesome build you have there, man. And yeah, it's something I never met before. Except for fighting Mayhem. And I don't know if it's fun to fight this build. I mean, somebody who's coming at you with sorcery, miracles, and pyromancy at the same time. I don't know, I think it's fun. Oh, and there he gets me. I was a little bit too cocky there, trying to eye him through that Chaos Fireball. And yeah, this looks like it's not going to my favor. So I'm trying to throw some fireballs here. It's always some sort of cover for me, so I can cast something from the shadows, so to say. And as you can see, some people like to take that to their advantage, because they can't see me when I cast something, but on the other hand I can see them doing something. So they might think, okay man, I'm just gonna use that to my advantage and try to hit him with something out of the fog. But yeah, basically so many people try to do that, and most of them got surprised by a Moonlight Greatsword two-handed R2. And here we have somebody cosplaying the Onion Bro. I don't know, I can't see it right now on the preview screen if it's a Zweihander or maybe a Bastard Sword, but no, that looks like a Zwei. And you see the poise break on those special attacks is pretty good. So let's see how this goes. Oh man, that's a pancake. But the damage was actually not too high. I don't know if he has full scaling on that weapon. And there we trade hits. I would say to my favor, actually. It's not looking good for you, Onion Bro, man. You're going down. Let's see if I can get him with the Greatsword Dance. Oh, he rolled away last moment. Oh, he's running into the fire. I don't know. That can sometimes be just completely lag. And here we have Fisto the Defiler. If you don't know that guy, he's a streamer, a Twitch bro. So I guess he was streaming and trying to do some fancy stuff with dual Smoke's Hammer here. And you see, even full Smoke armor gets staggered by that one-handed special attack already. Not even the two-handed, the one-handed. So he's fast rolling, obviously. And I could basically just play with him, but I make a mistake and he gets me with a Hornet BS, and that damage, man. I mean, I have absolutely no defense on this build. Oh, but that one hurt. That one hurt. He made a miscalculation there. And that's it. I don't know if he was streaming at that time. No idea. So here we have some invasions on my end. And look at that. Look at that. What the fuck is that shit? Giant Dad, Havel Shield, Crystal Magic Weapon Shoto. What the fuck, man? I mean, some people are really desperate to win, right? And these people will get no mercy from me, no mercy at all. And I'm not saying that I usually hold back when I fight people, I'm just saying that I have absolutely no no patience for these guys, and I will backstab them whenever I can. Usually I like to refrain from backstabbing too much. But that guy, I don't care, man. I don't care going into a walk stun BS on you. Because I have no respect for people like you. Now, of course, you could say it's just his build, man. It's his build. Yes, it is. But it's a bullshit build. Sorry, but that's what it is. I mean, come on. Crystal Magic Weapon Shotel. What the fuck? That's just bullshit. Just like this guy. What's wrong with him? Man, I'm just using my grass and you already come at me. So now what? Are you walking away? Acting all friendly or what? No, man. Same story, man. If you try to hit me with the two-handed running attack of a Murakumo while I'm using a grass pre-fight, don't expect me to show you any mercy or respect. And I think we're almost done with the video. Yes, I think this is the last guy, and this really made me happy to fight him. Because the first thing you would think, some of you would think is, oh come on, move swap. But no. It's all good. That guy is just having fun. There's something that I haven't seen for a long time now. An elemental bone wheel shield. It is pretty powerful if you upgrade it as a lightning weapon. And this was something that really made me happy that day, because I was a little bit, I don't know, you could say, a little bit depressed because I got no invasions and it was only bullshit, only tryhards, and I was like, man, this is the community of these days now. Is this what I have to deal with if I don't go and have some set up matches with friends? Is this what random invasions will give me, random duels? But then this guy came around and I was like, man, there are still some people who can have fun with the game. And I don't know you, sir, but thanks for using something that is not OP and not tryhard. And yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed, hope it was fun to watch, and I'll catch you with more souls.